Hi, I'm Susan from Sunrise Quilt Studio, and today I want to show you how you can make a little coin purse. This purse is one that I'm going to use to keep my SD cards and my flash drives in when I'm traveling. So it's very simple, it goes really fast, and I hope you'll like it. Here are the fabrics that you're going to need to make the zippered coin purse. You're going to need an outer fabric that is 5 by 8.5, and you'll need a lining fabric also that's 5 by 8.5. and a piece of fusible interfacing that is 5 by 8.5. You'll need a 7-inch zipper, and you'll need a small piece of fabric that is 2 by 2.5 inches, and this will make a tab. If you want 2 tabs, then you can make this 2 by 5 inches and cut it in half, and that will make 2 tabs for you. So first thing we're going to do is to fuse the interfacing to the wrong side of my outer fabric. So this is what it's going to show, and I'm going to go ahead and press that and remove that little thread, and then this is a medium weight interfacing, and I'm going to place the fusible side down. I'm going to flip it over so that I can fuse it from the fabric side, and I'm just going to fuse this down. And just follow the manufacturer's instructions on how to fuse the interfacing that you're using. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stack the wrong sides of these 2 pieces together. So we have the pretty sides out, and I'm going to baste these all the way around the edge just using a long stitch on my sewing machine. Okay, now this is all basted together, and now I'm going to put on the zipper. So I have the zipper right here with the right sides up, and I'm going to turn this direction. So I have my zipper head on the right hand side, or the left hand side, and the end stop on the right. And that way when I open and close the purse, the opening is going to be here, so I'm going to be pulling it from left to right. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch that. I'm going to go ahead and clip it with my little clothespins, and I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and then I'm going to sew that. And I'm going to put on my zipper foot and then sew that from the end. Now you want your ends off. You want your pull tab and your stop off of your fabric. You don't want those on there. That's why you use a little bit longer zipper, so that you don't have to mess with that. So I'm going to take this to the machine, and we're going to stitch this. Okay, I have my zipper foot on, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch this down. Now you can use matching thread. My thread's contrasting because it blends a little bit better with the top fabric. And I'm going to go ahead and stitch this down. I'm adjusting my stitch length here. It was a little bit long, so here we go. I'm going to back stitch at the end. Okay, now I'm going to flip this over, and I want to top stitch. So I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to finger press this out of my way like that. And now I'm going to top stitch here. So I need to move my foot over to the other side. So I'm going to double check, make sure I'm clearing that foot. And I wound up unthreading my needles. Let's redo that. And this machine threads from right to left. So it's a vintage machine. They work a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch, top stitch here. and clip my threads. So now I want to bring this end up to the other edge of the zipper, and I'm going to match the sides and the top. So the sides of the pouch, the coin purse, and the top of the zipper, we're going to match those edges, and then we're going to stitch there using the zipper foot. And I need to move that zipper foot over again. Now everybody's zipper foot is different. Each machine, each manufacturer makes them different, and they can be different between machines within the same brand. So you just have to go with the instructions that come with your zipper foot as to how to use that. Now these little clips I'm using, they're little clothespins that they're for crafts actually, but I had them handy, so I'm using them as wonder clips. Now you can also turn this to the other side and stitch from that side if you want. And by that, I'll show you what I mean by that. This way, the way I did it, you're kind of stitching blind, but as long as you're using your zipper fit, you should be okay. But I could have flipped this over and stitched from that side. So now I need to top stitch this, so I'm going to go ahead and open this zipper. And flip the project right side out and fold that zipper back and finger press. And now I'm going to top stitch, and I'm going to top stitch from this edge. It makes it a little bit easier for me. And my zipper foot is already in the right position. So we're going to go ahead and stitch that down. Okay, clip my threads, and we're almost done. And I'm going to close this a little ways, and I'm going to decide where I want my zipper to fall in the project. And I'm going to leave about 3/4 of an inch from the top edge. So we'll pull that zipper down. I'm going to line up my edges. And I'm going to pin those in place. And I'm going to make sure that I have enough. I'm going to open this up a little bit further. I don't want to go all the way up off though, because I want that zipper pull to be within the project. So I've got that here, but I want these ends to be close together, so we're going to line those up and put some pins in to kind of hold everything together. Line up my raw edges. And there we go. Now if you want a tab, to make the tab you're going to take your 2 by 2.5 inch piece, and you're going to press it in half. And you're going to open it and fold those raw edges in towards that center crease mark. Line those up and then press it again. And then fold it in half. And press. Now we need to stitch along that open edge there, and I will do that and bring it right back. Okay, now I have this edge stitched, And now it's ready to put into the coin purse. Okay, so I have my tab here, and I'm going to fold it in half with the raw edges even. And I'm going to ahead and open this up, and I'm going to place this here. I'm going to put it right where you can see that where the edge of your zipper is. I'm going to place it next to that, and I'm going to pin it in place. And then we'll close this back up again. Line up all the teeth, and then if you need to place another pin in there, go ahead and do that so that you've got everything lined up. And now we're going to stitch. I want to make sure that the zipper can close, so we're going to stitch from here all the way across. So I've got my regular presser foot on, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my needle down. I'm using about 1/4 of an inch seam. And I'm going to back stitch and then go on down. Now use a heavier needle on this. You want to use the 90-40 needle, especially when you're going over this much fabric here. And then I'm going to go over the zipper teeth, and I'm going to back stitch forward, back stitch forward. And then back stitch at the end. And that side is stitched down. Now you want to make sure you have your zipper open when you're doing this, because you don't want to close your opening. This is the opening where you're going to turn your project right side out, so make sure you've got that. And I'm going to, okay, I'm going to start from this side. Okay, I'm going to trim my threads. So I have those all trimmed, and now I need to trim the zipper ends. So we're just going to cut those off flush with the sides. And then you can zigzag or you can serge these ends. So I'm going to go ahead and serge these ends, and then we'll turn this right side out and our purse should be done. Now I'm going to hide my ends of my serger threads just in here, and so I just slip my crochet hook through there and grab the tails between that hook and just pull it through. And you don't need a large hook to do this. This one is a size 10. I have one that is smaller than this and it doesn't work as well, so this one works the best. You can also just cut those off and then use some fray check on there if you want. Okay, now we're ready to turn this right side out, so we're just going to go in and just turn those edges right out. And then if you have a turning tool or a bone folder, you can get into those corners and get them turned out a little bit better. So this is a bamboo skewer, that works well too. And this one, you know, the end has been worn down over the years that I've used it, so it's not going to poke through the fabric any. Okay, and there we go. So now I have a little coin purse that you can use for your money, especially your coins. I'm going to use this for my flash drives and my SD cards and to keep them with my video camera. So there you go, a quick, easy project, and I hope you enjoyed it. So I will see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. For more quilting ideas, click on the video links. And to keep up with my newest projects, click on the subscribe button. I hope to see you again soon.